Hello YouTube world, I'm Jim Griffin. Today I'm doing another product review on what I feel are the best headphones probably on the market for any drummer who's playing either in a studio, live, or practicing. They are none other than the Vic Firth SIH2 headphones. SIH stands for Stereo Isolation Headphones, and they do isolation very well. One thing to notice is the padding on these headphones is pretty thick padding on the inside of that. It's got, you know, a nice felt insulation too, so it's really nice. Another thing is they're really durable construction. That's a good thing too. They're easily adjustable, so that's very convenient. If you notice, they actually sit close together. They just naturally, you know, they don't sit apart like your average set of headphones. They're going to fit a little more snug on your head. That's a good thing because that's going to help with some of the isolation. You don't want a lot of outside noise bleeding through your headphones into your ears, because what's the point of having headphones? A lot of headphones, unfortunately, when drummers are wearing them, don't do great things as far as isolation. So you get a lot of your bleed that you don't want from your drums. You also get a lot of bleed that you don't want out of your headphones going into the overhead mics and whatnot. So you'll end up having some of your mix come through the headphones into the mics. You'll have your click tracks, if you play to them, coming through the headphones out into your mics, which is another thing you don't want. And if you look at them, that is a double axe pounder with cheese right there. So compare them to another set of headphones. I have these headphones for years. I bought these, I don't know how many years ago, but I bought them from some company you may have heard of that's now defunct called Radio Shack. So let's see these headphones. You know, they're rotten apart anyway. I've had them a while. I used to think I had something good with these. They're really good for listening to music on, or at least, you know, before this started happening, they were. But McDouble, double axe pounder. Look at that. That's a joke. That they look silly when you compare these Sennheisers. You know, again, these Sennheisers, they're good headphones, but when you compare them side by side, that's almost half of one side of just these headphones. They look silly. They look like little bitch-ass headphones. And look at this little wimpy-ass cable. See this thing? This little wimpy-ass cable? Look at that. There's another common problem with wimpy little cables. You're going to run into that. The casing is breaking off. That sucks, right? But when you have thin casing on headphones, that's just not very durable. It's not going to stand the test of time. Another thing, too, same thing. Wimpy-ass cable. Look at this. It's already getting tangled up in itself, and I'm not even doing anything. What are you doing? Then, oh, well, that's cute. Look at this. It's another thing you're going to have to deal with shitty little cables. They're going to get twisted easily. When you're a drummer, you beat the f out of things for fun. You abuse shit. So imagine you're hitting things just for the hell of it because you enjoy it, and you're going to expect these to last? Okay, it actually comes with a 6-foot cable on it, which is nice, but I'd still recommend, if you're playing like I do, you know, going into your headphone amplifier, I'd still recommend getting some sort of an extension. Look at this thick, nice cable. That is a solid cable, really durable. Another great thing I want to mention about this cable is when you're wearing this. Okay, so as a drummer, this is going to be a pain in the ass. You're going to put on headphones, and this thing's going to be sitting in your way wherever it is. Or if you have to think about it like I've had to do a lot of times, you end up having to make a conscious effort to put the headphones over your head so the cord sits behind you. You know, so you have to constantly think about that. Now, in the heat of the moment, sometimes when you're just trying to get a track recorded, you're not thinking about that in the moment, and then the cord gets in your way and it completely f***s up your entire performance because of that. and there's no going back, and then it just pisses you off. With these, look at this. Put it off to the side, set it, and forget it. It just, bam, done. And it's just, it's nice. That's a nice durable cable. Another thing I want to point out about the cable is just the jack itself. So here's this little silly, puny jack. This thing is so weak, bro. Look at that. And even this one, the Sennheiser, is a little bit thicker. But still, look at that. This thing over here, tiny. Oh, that's cute too. Beefy. Look at that. The thing's a beast. The thing is a beast. You can't ask for a better set of headphones when you're a drummer. And another thing I want to point out, since they are isolation headphones, just to give kind of a demonstration, it's not exactly like if you're in person, but I think this will be a good, fair example. I'm going to play something through these headphones just to show you how much noise reduction, isolation they do. They are crazy. They're rated for 25 decibels of outside sound isolation. That's crazy. Now, the important thing about that is, obviously, you don't want drums or anything bleeding into your headphones, but you don't want anything bleeding into your overhead mics, like I said before.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
When you're playing in a live band setting in a small enclosed practice space, really you're not going to be able to hear much. With these, if you have some sort of interface that you're using where you can have individual mixes in your headphones, you can really hear everything quite clearly and nicely, and these things are decently punchy and everything else. So here's to show you the performance of their sound isolation. So this is going to be the Ace Ventura test here. Right next to the microphone. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's the aliens calling you.
Destroy the child.
Watch, I'm gonna crank these up.
It's a plan! See how fast I did that? Folks, I'm an expert. Every day when I leave work, I do this.
Now, I have the headphones cranked, obviously. You would never normally listen to anything that loud in your headphones. At least I really hope you never would. But that's just to show you how much isolation they do. So if they can create that much isolation, just imagine when you're playing with these on and you're playing drums, you're not going to have to deafen yourself just to hear the mix or just to hear the click track. You won't even have to have any sort of ear protection in your ears to wear headphones like I normally had to do while I was wearing these headphones, because I had to crank them up so loud just to hear anything in a mix or just to hear the click track. And click tracks can be loud and all that shit can really hurt your ears. These reduce bleed, and they also reduce your ears from bleeding. So that's fun. There's really not much more that you can say about them than they're just an incredible set of headphones. Now, are they the cheapest thing on the market? No, but do you really want the cheapest thing on the market? These were a $30 set of headphones, and you've seen how they've kind of come apart. I'm not sure how much they were. They might have been $50, $60, maybe close to $100 set of headphones. I'm not really sure. These things aren't bad. They're $80, usually anywhere you can find them online. And honestly, that's a really good price, because there's a lot of competitive market headphones out there who are really expensive, and they will never do anything even remotely close to what this can do. Also, with that being said, there is no other alternative to this headphone. There's no knockoff brand. There's no rebrand of any sort from another company. This is it. Vic Firth. They make this headphone. They are a drum accessory company. What better company to make drummers' headphones than a drum company? No brainer, right? Pretty simple. So hopefully you found this video informative, and hopefully this helped you make some sort of a purchase decision with these things. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. What are you doing? Go get a set. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you can always be up to date on any content I release in the future. And that's all I have for now, and thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.